All right, I know I'm 2 weeks behind on the Star Trek Starfleet Academy reviews. Does anybody blame me? This show is terrible. So, episode 8 starts off with the Doctor talking about time for reasons, talking about how he's lived for like 1,000 years. Anyway, it also reintroduces Beta Slut. She's back. And there's some bad acting lessons from Holly Hunter. And then it cuts to all the cadets being on the bridge and everything's going to hell. So you think, are they going to die? Is the series over? Are they going to die? No, it was unfortunately just a simulation. But every one of the cadets is now traumatized from what happened in episode 6. But in episode 7, everything seemed to be going great. But apparently they're traumatized again because the plot says it has to happen and the writers aren't fucking talking to each other, so there's that. Anyway, another thing is they're first year students. Why are they in simulators already? Shouldn't they be learning like the basics before being placed in a simulator? Anyway, so Beta Slut and Caleb meet, and they're giving each other the cold shoulder. I don't care. Then we find out that the fat ginger from Discovery, known as Tilly, is back. Why? But she's going to teach them theater. Because, yeah, that's what we need at Starfleet Academy. Theater! You know, at a military academy! I'm not even 7 minutes in, and I already want to fucking gouge my eyes out with rusty nails. Then the fat hologram Sam talks about needing underwear, and why does she need underwear or a bed? She's a hologram. All she's got to do is just be like, somebody's got to be like, Siri, off, and poof, gone. And so she's apparently still glitching, even though she went to that hologram spa, which was weird, whenever. And she can basically instantly assimilate information. So why is she bothering to go through the 4 years of Starfleet Academy when she can literally download all the information, pass all the tests, and be a Starfleet officer within about 15 minutes? Why are they bothering with this? But whatever. I guess she needs to actually live. Anyway, so Holly Hunter has a drink with the Trignataro and Tilly, and somehow thinks theater will help them with their trauma. Yeah, and given how well-adjusted your average actor is, son of a bitch, yeah, this plan is crackerjack. Caleb can't get Beta Slut to talk to him. The Klingon does a curtsy, and he's still wearing a skirt for reasons. You know, it's possible to have a gay male character and have him actually dressed, you know, like a man. So, anyway, Sam's getting into her play, which is, ironically, Our Town, which, unless you're a theater kid, you wouldn't know what the fuck that is. Anyway, she glitches horribly. And, again, it's supposedly, up until this point, you think it's from the phaser fire, but we've already seen that she can, you know, absorb that. She's fine. So anyway, it was one of the only cool parts, the way they explain this. Again, they could just reset her. Like, again, in canon, when the Doctor was having his Matrix, or whatever the fuck they called it, breaking down because he had too many memories, the nuclear option was they just reset him. Anyway, Sam's on her way to the hologram world. They unfortunately tease because Beta Slut gets drunk. Caleb won't fuck her, so she goes into her dormitory, and I'm crossing my fingers hoping we're going to get a lesbian scene between her and the two, and the little princess, little alien bitch action, but nope. Anyway, they're studying a play to get over the trauma, and the play is Our Town, which is an odd choice because it's an extremely depressing play. Anyway, yeah, the whole Caleb thing, he's like, oh no, you're drunk. It's like, just get drunk too, everybody, you'll be fine. Anyway, they talk about their stupid feelings instead of any HLA. There's a pointless scene between Holly Hunter and the Doctor. Apparently, they exist in this. The holograms exist in this weird pocket of space that's also a triangle or a pyramid or whatever the fuck. Also, for whatever reason, the Doctor is just being an unnecessary dick in this episode. And according to canon, he learned, empathy and a bedside manner and to take people's feelings into consideration at the end of Voyager. Oh, and he might have picked something up when he got fucking married! Remember, the last episode of Voyager has the Doctor married? Oh, no! Yeah, fuck that. Anyway, so again, a week ago, they're all happy on their little spring breaks, but now they all have their stupid trauma. I had fortunately forgot how much I hated Tilly, but this brought that roaring back. There's a cringe-ass drama scene between Beta Whore and Tilly, and you get a glimmer of hope in this episode when the hologram aliens or whatever say that Sam is fucked and we're just going to shut her down. So I'm really hoping the fat hologram is dead, but no, of course not. Because I can't have nice things. And then 1 minute, the Doc goes from crying about something that happened 1,000 years ago to not wanting to be a dad. And so anyway, it's decided that they're basically going to give her a childhood because the phaser wasn't what was causing the massive glitches. It was the fact that she didn't know how to deal with trauma because she didn't have a childhood. So the Doc is going to spend 17 years, which in the normal space-time continuum is like a week, to raise her to be to a 17-year-old. Good. Maybe you can teach her to properly eat. Which doesn't matter. Like I said, the only thing the only thing that was cool was it wasn't the phasers, it was the fact that she couldn't process trauma. And of course, Sam comes back looking the exact same, so apparently the Doctor had no limits on Oreos. So somehow the Our Town play cures the trauma. And then Holly Hunter goes into a captain's log, and this is the weirdest thing of ever. They have a girl in a hijab. So not only is religion still a thing in Star Trek, but fundamentalist Islam is a thing in Star Trek. Call me crazy, but I don't think ultra-conservative fundamentalist Islam is going to be cool with the whole, aliens and space and exploring. I mean, they don't like the Western world. And anyway, the episode ends with Sam coming back Now, I unfortunately seen episode 9, so buckle up. It gets worse. A lot worse.